Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, then my name is Rosie and I'm a recent graduate of the University of Oxford. One of the earliest videos on my channel is a discussion about writing a personal statement from someone in first year of uni who's just kind of been through the process, and I haven't done an update on that since. I think I probably will because now I've got my master's personal statement behind me too, so it's a bit more experience, a bit more knowledge we've learnt from the process. However, we're in a bit of a pickle at the moment, aren't we? The situation's a bit different. It's unexpected. I know a lot of you will have had things cancelled that you were doing for your personal statement, and while I obviously can't fix that, I'm so sorry that it's happened to you. I'm going to try my best to give you some tips of things that you can do to replace those things or just to facilitate your personal statement while you can't go out and do things for yourself. I'm going to keep this video short and sweet. It was actually designed for TikTok, so it isn't that long anyway, but we've just got 5 tips that you can do and then you can go and enjoy your day. So number 1 is to do some online academic courses. Now there are actually so many of these courses and I'm starting one in 3 days time. By the time this is up, I'll already have started. Really? What is the point? There are so many academic courses that you can take online for free, and I'm starting one in 3 days with Durham University for Forensic Archaeology and Anthropology. There's also loads on futurelearn.com, all different subjects. That one basically collates them from all the different universities and puts it in one space. The Open University has a load as well, as does this website with all of the Ivy League courses that are from the US universities in one place, and I found those by literally just googling online free academic courses. A lot of them are free because of the current situation. Some of them have just always been on there, and they'll be a really good thing to talk about on your personal statement because it's academic but it is also super curricular at the same time, which is exactly what Uxbridge, for example, are looking for, and other top universities like Durham, Manchester, Nottingham, they'll all be looking for things like that. Number 2 is to read some academic journals. Now these can be hard to find because quite often you can only access the introduction, but I have found a website called the Directory of Open Access Journals which finds all of the free ones that you can get, including responses from other authors, and sometimes it's just an abstract but it's mostly really good, so you can just search whatever topic you want into that, read what you want to choose and get interested, and you can write about them, you can reference the author in your personal statement. It all shows drive and academic rigour, like to be able to present in your personal statement that you can criticise, comment on or praise however you want to comment on an author or a paper in your personal statement. That is all really good skills to show. Number 3 is to watch documentaries. I mean like proper documentaries. Like if you're doing engineering, there's so many extreme engineering documentaries and ones where they explore bridges of the world. And for archaeology there are countless, and history, countless documentaries on the topic. Art history as well, there's literally just been a series on. And maths, physics, science, there's plenty of like astronomy ones out and general physics ones with say Brian Cox. These are really good mostly to find out which area of the subject you're particularly interested in, and then you can use that to discuss it in your personal statement. Perhaps not directly as I watched this documentary, but more like I'm particularly interested in the ancient Egyptians, and then once you've worked out that you like that area, then you can go on to the free access journal place and find journals specifically about that subject area so you're really enthused by it. Plus, quite often the documentaries explain things easier than the journals, and if you have them side by side, it tends to make things better to understand. Tip number 4 is to really think about your A-levels and your choice of A-levels and why they apply to your university degree. I went to 3 different talks. One was at Unique, one was at another sixth form, but I got invited because it was like a general, all of the local schools go and we get a talk from a person from Oxbridge, and they talked about the personal statement, and they said one thing that they really look for is reasons why you chose your A-levels in relation to your university course. So On my personal statement, I talked about how the sociological theories could relate to anthropology, and also how geography relates to things like GIS and the physical aspects of archaeology, but also just the general study of people. And it doesn't have to be subject overlap, it could simply be skills. So if you've done history and you're applying for English, you could say you've actually learnt about some of the histories of the periods in which the writers will have been writing, which will help with context, but also writing skills. Just explain why you have learnt facilitating skills in those subjects and how they can be applied to your degree subject. And finally, number 5, we've talked about online academic courses, but you can also do online skill courses. Things like learning sign language or just another language in general. You can talk about how doing these courses will help with your subject at degree level, or with extracurricular work, or even future work experience and a career. So say you've done sign language and you're doing medicine, you could say how you've learnt sign language and you could use that to go into work experience in a medical field with people with hearing problems, and you could work in, say, a deaf school. And for education, it all helps, and these little skills that you could learn just show you've gone that bit of extra mile. But the key part to do in your personal statement is to relate it back to your university subject and to say why it would facilitate you and your future in that subject area. And that is my 5 tips. I know it's been quick, I hope it has helped you out even just a little bit, and let me know if you have any more tips for other people to look at in the comments. Thank you for watching, give me a thumbs up if this was helpful, and subscribe for more content down there. You know where to do it. See you in my next video!